Hello student, welcome back. Class 8, chapter 17, Star and Solar System. In this chapter, student, we will discuss about the stars, solar system, other celestial bodies, phases of moons, and artificial or natural satellite. Let's start chapter 17, Star and Solar System. Stars. Stars are the luminous celestial bodies. They are made up of gases, mainly hydrogen and helium. They emit heat and light because of the nuclear reaction taking place inside them. Dear student, you can see millions of stars in the sky at night. These stars are made up of gases and nuclear reaction take place in them. That's why they emit light. Dear student, sun is also a star. It look in the daytime because it is the nearest star to the earth. There are several other stars that are larger than the sun but look small as they are extremely far away from us. Measuring distances in universe. Dear student, distances between heavenly bodies like star and planets are so huge that the units meter and kilometer are too small to measure those distances. Some special units are used to measure the distances between heavenly bodies like astronomical unit and light year. What is astronomical unit? It is an average distance between the earth and sun. It is denoted by AU and 1 AU is equal to 1.496 into 10 raised to power 8 kilometer. The second unit is light year. A light year is the distance traveled by the light in 1 year. It is denoted by LY. 1 light year is equal to 9.461 into 10 raised to power 12 kilometer. Dear student, stars appear to move from east to west in the sky. This kind of motion of stars is due to rotation of earth from west to east about an imaginary axis. But there is one star which shines very brightly and appear to be stationary in the sky. It is pole star. It can be observed in the direction of north pole above the imaginary axis of rotation of earth in the sky. That is why it appeared to be stationary in the sky to an observer present on the earth. It is also used as a reference point to identify the direction. It is also known as Dhruv Tara. Galaxy. A large collection of stars and celestial bodies such as planets, moons, asteroids, and comets bound together by gravitational attraction is called a galaxy. Galaxies can be classified on the basis of their shape like elliptical, spiral, irregular in shape. Our galaxy or our solar system is located in the spiral galaxy is known as Milky Way. Constellations. A group of stars that form a pattern in the sky which viewed from the earth is called constellation. Different type of the constellation you can see in the slide, students. Ursa Major. Ursa Major is the third largest constellation. It is also known as Great Bear or Big Dipper. Out of many stars, it forms a group of 7 bright stars which resemble the shape of Big Dipper, as you can see in the slide. Next constellation is Ursa Minor. It is also known as Little Bear or Little Dipper. It consists of a group of 7 stars that form a shape of Little Dipper with pole star at the end of Dipper's handle. Let's see other constellations. Next constellation is Orion. As you can see in the slide, Orion is the most prominent and easily identifiable constellation in the night sky. This constellation comprises of around 81 stars. When the stars are joined together, they depict the shape of hunter holding a shield in his right hand and the left arm is lifted. The hunter wears a 3-star belt from which hangs a sword. Yes, next constellation is Scorpius. Scorpius is large constellation situated in the southern hemisphere near the center of Milky Way galaxy. It can only be seen during the summer season. A group of 7 stars in this constellation form the shape of a scorpion. Next type of constellation is Cassiopeia. It is visible from the northern hemisphere during the winter. A group of 5 stars of these constellations form a shape that looks like M. Next constellation is Leo Major. It is usually seen in the northern sky. In Latin, Leo means lion. A group of bright stars resembling the structure of crouching lion. The most striking feature of this constellation is a group of 6 stars that form a shape of sickle. Solar System. The solar system comprises of sun and other heavenly bodies orbiting around it. The planets, moon, asteroid, comet and meteoroids are held by the gravitational pull of the sun, as you see in the diagram, students. The sun is located at the center of solar system with planets revolving around it. It is a star and has a diameter of near about 1.4 into 10 raised to power 6 kilometer. It is nearly a perfect sphere of extremely hot gases. Sun is made up of hydrogen, helium and other gases such as carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, etc. The sun is nearly 4.6 billion year old and has enough hydrogen to last for next 5 billion years. Next part of solar system is planets. Our solar system has 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. They are the heavenly objects that orbit the sun. They do not have their own light. They reflect the light coming from the sun. The first 4 planets from the sun are called terrestrial planets as they have rocky surface. The 4 outer planets are called gaseous planet because they are made up of gases and much larger in the size as compared to terrestrial planets. Mercury. It is the planet of the solar system which is very closest to the sun. It takes 88 days to go around the sun once. It has no atmosphere. In the absence of atmosphere, it cannot trap heat. As a result, this planet becomes very hot during the day and extremely cold at the night. It has no satellite. Venus. It is the second planet in the order of distance from the sun. It takes nearly 225 days to go around the sun once. It is also known as morning and evening star because it can be easily seen in the eastern sky immediately before the sunrise and in the western sky immediately after the sunset. It is the hottest and brightest planet in the solar system. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the sun. It is located at the ideal distance from the sun. It is neither too hot nor too cold. It has an atmosphere, land, water, and various essential requirements to survive. It is the only planet in our solar system known to support the life. Mars. It is the fourth planet from the sun. It is often called the red planet because it appears to be red due to the presence of iron oxide on its surface. It has a thin layer of atmosphere. It has several volcanoes. It is smaller in the size than the Earth. It has 2 moons. Jupiter. It is the fifth planet from the sun. It is mainly composed of hydrogen and helium. This is the reason it is known as gas giants. It is the largest and the heaviest planet in the solar system. It can be easily seen with unaided eyes in the night sky. Next planet is Saturn. It is the sixth planet from the sun. It is a gas giant. Its core is mainly consists of iron and nickel, surrounded by liquid hydrogen and helium, with a thick outer gaseous layer. It is the second largest planet but the least dense planet in the solar system. Its density is less than that of a water. It is also known as ring planet because their rings can be seen from the earth with the help of powerful telescope, and this planet have a special type of rings around it. Uranus. It is the second last planet from the Sun. It mainly consists of ammonia, water, and methane. The atmosphere around it is made up of hydrogen, helium, and methane. It is the coldest planet. Unlike other planets of solar system, Uranus rotates on its side because its axis is tilted at the angle of 98 degree. As a result, it appears to be rolling on its own orbit around the Sun. Next is Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet in our solar system. It is not coldest. Its minimum temperature reaches around minus 224.2 degrees Celsius. It has an atmosphere which is mainly composed of helium, hydrogen, and methane, along with trace of hydrogen hydrocarbons. Its gravity is almost the same as that of the Earth. It is the densest planet around the gaseous planet. Dear student, apart from the sun and planets, some other smaller bodies are also present in the solar system such as asteroid, comet, meteorites, etc. What are asteroids? They are large and rocky objects having irregular shape that revolves around the sun. Most of asteroids are found between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. This region is also called asteroid belt. Next is comet. As you can see in the slide, a comet is a ball of ice, dust, gases that orbit the sun. Like planet and asteroid, it is also a member of solar system. When the comet comes closer to the sun, the gases and the dusty material are blown off by the solar wind. As the comet moves very fast, the blown off gases and material moves away from the sun and form a tail. Halley comet is well-known comet in the solar system. It has orbital period of about 76 years. It was last seen in 1986. Meteorites is a chunk of rocks moving in the space of a size considerable smaller than asteroids. As the meteorites come closer to the earth, they get attracted towards the earth's surface because of its gravitational pull. They are usually destroyed completely by friction and heat when they pass through the earth's atmosphere. If some pieces of meteoroids come to the earth, they will not burn completely, then they are known as meteorites. When they hit the surface of earth, it results in bowl-shaped depression known as crater. The moon appears to change its shapes every day. It happens because of the relative motion of moon with respect to the earth and the sun. Due to this relative motion, the visible portion of the moon lighted by the sun appears to be changed when observed from the earth. As a result, different shapes of moon are visible on different days. These various shapes of the moons are known as phases of moons. Dear student, as you can see in the slide, when the moon is between the earth and the sun, the far side of the moon is lighted and the near side is completely dark. This phase of the moon is referred to as a new moon. In India, this is also called as Amavasya. The size of the visible portion of the moon increases as it orbits the earth. The crescent moon is seen on the next night of the new moon. This phase moon is referred to as waxing crescent. As you can see in the slide, dear student, the lighted portion of the moon appear to enlarge after that, forming a half moon. This phase of the moon is called as first quarter. A few days after the first quarter is seen, we see a gibbous moon, which is essentially a full moon with a crescent missing. This phase is referred as waxing gibbous. After waxing gibbous phase, the moon waxes farther and is completely illuminated in the night sky as a full moon, which is known as in India Purnima. Moon is completely visible in the night sky. Once it reaches the full moon stage, it starts waning while passing through the flowing phases, naming waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent till it disappear again in the night as a new moon. All these are the phases of moon. Satellites. An object that orbits a planet is called satellites. Satellites are of two types, natural and artificial. Natural satellite, a celestial object that revolves around a planet, is called as natural satellite. Earth has only one natural satellite called Moon. It is the brightest object in the sky. It is non-luminous body but become visible when the sunlight get reflected from it. It has no atmosphere. That is why the moon's surface temperature is 100 degrees Celsius during the day, and at the night it become minus 168 degrees Celsius. Artificial satellites are man-made objects that is placed in the orbit of planet to revolve around it is called the artificial satellite. There are several artificial satellites that have been sent by the humans to the orbit of the earth. These satellites are sent for various purposes such as to observe planets, stars, galaxies, to monitor Earth's weather and climate, to collect data that is used to forecast weather, to transfer telephone calls, and to assist in the navigation of ships and aircrafts. The first Indian satellites, Aryabhatta, was launched in 1975. With the advanced technology, the INSAT series of Indian satellites have been launched for the purpose of telecommunication, broadcasting, etc. In addition, the IRS series of Earth observation satellites have also been launched by Indian Space Research Organization, means ISRO. Dear student, this is all about chapter 17. I hope all concepts are clear to you. Have a nice day, students.